Hello and welcome back, my fellow trainers. My name is Phoenix Hero, and today we have a very special episode for you guys. So, on my back shelf right up here, where is it? Right here now, I found a lot of my old Pokemon stuff, and I decided to put out my very old vintage Pokemon themed decks. Let's go ahead and take a look at these crazy 20-year plus old vintage Pokemon themed decks. All right, guys, so this is all of the theme decks that I have. I'm just gonna kind of pull them off one by one, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these guys. They have been opened. I opened them a long time ago. I only have one that's sealed, and that is, I believe, the Magmar Lockdown deck. That is the only one that's sealed, so we will not be opening that today. But I did pull out all of the holos, I believe, at some point. Some of them might still have them in there, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look anyways and see what is in these crazy boxes. We're gonna start with the very first theme deck that they have released all the way back in the early days of Pokemon. So here we have the original 2-player starter set. And wow, so my mom is the one who originally helped me take care of these way back in the day. She's the reason any of my Pokemon cards even look halfway decent. So so let's go ahead and take a look what is inside this box. I don't know, should I be wearing a glove for this? I mean, I guess, you know what, it doesn't hurt, right? I'm gonna put on a glove because I don't know what I'm gonna find, and I don't know how well these cards need to be taken care of. Okay, so we have all of the cards here out of the box, and then we also have within the box, let's see, we have a very old Pokemon rules for the game. Oh wow, let's see how old this thing is. Look, there's a Pikachu back in the day, and it looks like, wow, the paper feels very old, and I don't really feel good touching this, to be honest with you guys. This is some very old material, but at least it looks like it talks about the other decks. We have the Zap deck, which I do have. We do have Overgrowth. I do have that one as well. I think I'm gonna have most of these. I don't think I even missed any. Brush Fire, which is back there. We do have the Blackout deck. And let's go ahead and see what else is over there. Okay, so that's most of them. So it's just continuing the rule book, but wow, look at the art. Look at the art on these old cards. That Growlithe and the Metapod up there. This is so old. And there's the very original looking Charmander, Professor Oak, Wartortle, Electrode, and a Pikachu up there. Are you ready to become a Pokemon master? You bet we are, guys. We are doing our best to train. So very cool to see a very old vintage rules guide. And then what else do I have in here? It looks like a starter rules version. I don't even know what this is. I guess is this just a small exclamation? Oh, look, it's got a Doduo on it. And a little Sandshrew at the bottom. So is this just a small? What are you? Okay, so I guess it's just a playmat. It shows you, talks about the trainer cards, evolution. We got Professor Oak over here in the corner telling you how to win like a boss. I have a little baggie here, which, God, this stuff's really old. So this is your old school damage counters. They're literally these little glass things. I don't know if they're glass or what they're made of, but they essentially are kind of like marbles. Let's take a look at some of these cards here. I know the Machamp's missing, so I'll just show it on the screen after. I do have it. It is in my back box, but I'm not going to grab that right now. So we have an old school energy, a couple energy cards here. Yeah, lots of fighting energies. Then here we go. We get to look at some original artwork. So we have a Diglett. We have a couple different Diglets. There's a very old Machop lifting a giant stone boulder there. Look how jacked his arm is. But wow, this art is very old. So you get a lot of Machops. We do get a very old Machoke as well. Looks like I have some more stuff, a couple Machokes. We do have some Rattata, very old artwork of Rattata, looking mighty into the sunlight as he comes burrowing out of his cave. We got some, you know, your classic potions. We got an energy removal. Oops! Well, PSA 2 and it's declining. We have Pokedex, a couple fire energies. And let's see what else we have in here. Looks like we have a Ponyta. I think I'm just afraid to hold the cards. Just because these are so old, oh my god. You know, here's Bill, classic draw 2 cards. You get to use Pidgey's Gust, blowing away the Weedle there. And then an old school, very old Switch. And this is all base set, by the way. Just so you guys know, this is unlimited base set cards. These are hard to get. And look at that, of course, here's a very old Charmander. You know, I still don't know the exact condition of all these. I have not had the chance to take a very good look, but a very old Charmeleon, man, very old, a couple of them. Another little Growlithe, as you can see here. Okay, so that one is now safely put away. Let's go ahead and pull out the Team Rocket one. Double Trouble here with Jesse and James on the front cover. Now, this was the Team Rocket deck. This is when we got Dark Pokemon, and that was a very, very cool thing. So let's go ahead and pop this one open and take a look at what's inside. I'm probably not going to pull out any more of the rules guides because you guys all know what those are. But let's go ahead and see all the Pokemon cards we have in here. So I did pull this one out earlier. This is one of the ones I caught because I was taking a look at it. And of course, I pull out and find an untouched Dark Arbok card. And I was like, oh my god, why is this not sleeved immediately? Are you kidding? So I had to take it out, sleeve it. Very, very good looking card for as old as this is, and has been in that kind of condition and storage for years. Its card looks fantastic. There's no scratching on the hollow. But what I did notice, I don't know if I can catch it on camera very well, but down on the bottom here, the year says, I don't know if this is an error on this card, but it says 1999 to 2300. Wizards. I don't think we're in the year 23,000. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know if that adds any more value to the card or if that's just how they were printed. But let's go ahead and take a look at the cards inside this one. So we got Abra. We got some old Ekans, very old Ekans. I mean, look at that. The artwork is just, it's just so different from what we're used to now. Here's another Abra. We got Meowth, looks like he's doing payday or coin hurl, as we call it here, but very cool art. He's just going there, throwing cash out like it's nobody's business. Okay, and wow, so we have a Dark Kadabra, and it looks like we have an old school Drowsy, very nice. A couple of different Drowsies, a couple of different Kadabras. We got an old, very old Weedle, still trucking along on the branches there. Far-fetched. And I know, I guess at this point, I don't know how exciting these cards are because I'm sure you've seen them all in XY evolutions, things like that. They brought a lot of these back, but no, these are base set cards. These are the earliest of earliest edition of these that you could get at the time. So it's incredible to have these around. Jinx, more, you know, just another Kadabra, a regular Kadabra. Look at that. Wow, yep, he's still there, giving you the finger while he's doing Psychic, or Super Psy Beam, whatever you want to call it. Abra taking a nap by the tree. A couple different Abras. Then we have some very old energy cards. The Boss's Way. So we got Bill, Switch, a couple potions, a lot of psychic energies, probably a lot of grass energies too. So that is the Team Rocket deck. Oh, before I move on, look at this. The damage counters are still in its cardboard cutout. And one more thing I just found before I close off this box. Look at this. Complete Pokemon base set card list out of print. This was literally when they stopped production on the original base set Pokemon. That is incredible. And here's a little more detail on some of the newer battle decks that have come out. And there's the Lockdown one that I have that's still sealed. But wow, this is absolutely incredible to see this type of old information. Okay, so next I would have had a Neo Destiny one to take a look at, but I actually went through this one and this deck does not contain any of the old cards. Those were moved to my separate box for safe storage because there were some very nice cards in here. So all that's left inside is a bunch of energies. So unfortunately nothing too interesting to open. This was just one of the ones I happened to catch as I was going through these. Next, looks like we have a Pokemon Zap theme deck. So with the very old Pikachu and original Mewtwo. So I don't know if those were the promo cards that came with it. Let's see what my mom wrote on this one. So it looks like I took the Mewtwo out and computer search. I don't know what that is. But let's go ahead and see what is inside this bad boy. Please don't let there be any hollows sneaking in here. Hopefully it was just the Mewtwo. Well, here's the here's the damage counters. Ooh, there's a coin. Oh, look at it. If I can get it in the right angle. There we go. Yeah, look at that. A wonderful Chansey coin. Here are the cards. So let's take a look here. Like we got a couple energies. Yep, got a lot of energies. Computer search. Very old HP, it looks like. Ready to trade away your Pokemon. We got a lot of psychic energies. Hopefully, please let there be Pokemon in here. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have an old Magnemite. And then next we have, ooh, there we go, guys. So, a fatty Pikachu back in the day. It's not the Purple Cheeks one, but these were fantastic cards, and obviously having the Purple Cheeks was the more valuable one. Or was it Yellow Cheeks? Now I don't remember. But that is something I need to be very, very careful with, because there is a lot of them here. I think it's Purple Cheeks, as my guess was the really expensive one? Maybe not. Well, regardless, I have like 4 or 5 fatty Pikachus, which is very cool. So it looks like we got a couple more Abras. Got a couple of them. Ooh, more Kadabras. A different artwork for Drowsy. That looks very cool. I like the red and blue swirl behind him. And most certainly as he's doing Confuse Ray, I assume, or he's getting ready to pound you into the ground. A couple old Ghastlies, it looks like. Haunter looks very cool. Now, I don't know if they were doing, if this was done on a computer, but he looks like he is a created design. Then we got a couple more Jinx. Okay, thank God I took the Mewtwo out and put him away. So we got a couple more Bills. Ooh, a Defender, which looks like a giant pill from Dr. Mario. We got a couple Gus, more potions, Professor Oak again, and very old artwork of some super potions. And then looks like some switches, and that's going to be it for this deck. Okay, so I do have a sealed lockdown deck. This one is very cool, so unfortunately, I'm not gonna open this one, but it would have a hollow Lapras inside. Hopefully the condition is very good. The only one unfortunate thing is I found this in a box in my mom's storage unit, crushed under some other stuff, and that's why it's got some kind of squishing on the package here. But still, this is a sealed product, old theme deck from Pokemon, so very, very cool, and it was fossil at the time, so that is a perfect find for me, especially to find it under some clothes at my mother's house. Okay, but then let's quickly go into this Brock one. It looks like I know we need to pick up the pace here. Looks like we do have a little coin, and it's a Starmie, I apologize. We'll set that down. So I actually went through this one already, and this is when I found I believe it's Brock's Rhyhorn in here. I sleeved him and put him somewhere in here. Oh, it looks like, okay, there he is. He's at the back. Well, here we go. There's Brock's Rhydon in here, which is very, very cool, but I don't know if you can see it. Look how I found this card. This makes me so depressed, especially to see old Pokemon products like this get destroyed. I don't know if you guys can see it, if I can catch the angle. Look at that. Scratching right there on the hollow, and it's deep. It is not a light scratch, so that is super unfortunate to see. But you know what? I'm obviously, I don't think I'm selling these cards or these boxes anyways. It's just too vintage. You know, it's just too cool to have this kind of stuff around. So it looks like we got energy retrieval. We have Brock's Rhyhorn. It looks like he's just kicking it. Some energies, potions. Looks like we have Brock's Onyx there. Very terrifying. It looks like he's doing tackle or something like that. Ready to take you out. We got Geodude. Another Rhyhorn, a couple potions, switches. Oh, there we go. We got his little Sandshrew. Another Onyx, Pewter City, there we go, old school Pewter City Gym. Very nice artwork to see on those old gyms. I definitely like the way they looked back in the day. The old gyms were very cool. Here's a Lickitung. Oh, we got Brock's Mankey. I don't ever recall him. Oh, he did have Mankey in the show, right? Yeah, back in the day. Or was that Ash? I don't remember. I can't remember. Do you guys remember back in the day in the old Pokemon show? Where it was Mankey was always messing with Ash. Did it end up being Brock's? I don't remember. Let me know. If you guys know in the comments, just please let me know. I literally can't remember. Sandshrew staring off into the sunset. A couple more Geodudes, Mankeys, and I think that's gonna do it for this set, just this training method. And then we have Brock himself. Okay, and just to spice it up for you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pop open this Necromza to now, just so we can get a couple pack openings, just to change up the pace of the video here. All right, here we go. Looks like we get a very nice looking Necromza GX here. Very cool Pokemon. And then here is the code card for you guys. So I'll go up and sleeve him real quick. And let's take a look at this pile of crap that we got here. We got Sun and Moon Base, Crimson Invasion, Steam Siege, and a Breakpoint. I've actually never opened a Breakpoint pack, so that's actually somewhat exciting. So let's go ahead and open this Crimson Invasion pack here and see what hot heaping pile of garbage we're going to get out of this. Or will I get something good for once? It'd be nice to actually see some cool cards from... Oh, okay. Let me just ruin that. It'd be nice to actually get some pulls. I feel like I haven't had a super solid hit for a minute there. Okay, looks like we got Energy. Gastrodon. We got Peaking Red card. Gincino. Carablast, Spoink, Salandit, a Mankey, Cubone, Grumpig, followed by a Holo Gengar. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the art of him sneakily coming around the corner there in the back alley. Right, he better protect your butts. Looks like he's coming right for him. Okay, and back to the decks. Let's take a look at an Erica theme deck. Now, I'm positive, I hope to God, please say I took the Vileplume out of this. I'm pretty sure that's the holo. I can't really tell from the back there. Yeah, it looks like Erica's Vileplume is the holo. Please, God, say I took it out. Oh, God, there it is. Well, I hate my life. That is not cool. Let's go ahead and check out the condition of this Erica's Vileplume. Oh my God, what a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, this is exactly what I was afraid of, was finding cards like this inside these theme decks that I did not pull out when I was younger to take care of, but still, my God, what a beautiful, beautiful looking Vileplume. Let's go ahead and take a look at the others that's in there. And please don't let them be absolutely trashed as well. So we got Erica's Perfume for Dratini. That's a very nice work of Dratini. She's got a Tangela. A couple different Tangelas. Uh-oh, looks like some are upside down. How many of these are upside down? Okay, we got some switches. Potions. Some old Pokeballs. More switches. Nothing too exciting. Celadon City Gym, so we have her gym in there. A couple more. So it looks like we have Erica's Execute. Then we have Erica's Bellsprout. Have a couple of them. Then we have the lady herself, Erica, which I do have a holo Erica somewhere in the back, but she is not currently in my possession right now as of this video. Erica's Oddish, Erica's Tangela. We have her Gloom, a couple Bellsprouts, another Oddish Executor, her Weeping Bell, Tangela, a couple Oddishes. And that's pretty much going to do it. Oh, and her Executor. Very, very nice artwork to see there. Okay, now let's roll over to Lieutenant Surge's deck. I'm gonna really hope the same thing. There is no Lieutenant Surge Magneton Raw Dog in here. I will be so upset. All right, guys, moment of truth. Oh my freaking God, are you kidding? Not again. Okay, well, there is another one, and look at the scratching print lines on this Lieutenant Surge Magneton. I hate my life right now. It is so disappointing to see that. Okay, I feel safer now that it's at least finally in a hard case and a sleeve, but my God, man, of course I would do that. Oh, why can't I have anything nice? See, when I was dumb. When I was a kid, I didn't know. I'm glad my mom helped me take care of these as they did. Here's Lieutenant Surge and Vermilion City Gym, but man, it's like I was a kid that played with pennies all the time. I just like to throw pennies at my cards and blend them up like a freaking idiot. Gust of Wind, okay, so typical. Lieutenant Surge's Voltorb. We got a couple Voltorbs in here, some energies. Oh, it looks like he's on a secret mission to blow up probably the nearest Poke Center. Lieutenant Surge's Raticate. We got his Spearow, which is very nice. We'll move on here. There's just a regular Magnetite just chilling. We got a Rattata. A couple more energies. There we go. So these are actually, if you guys have these, Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu is actually a very, very high-priced card at a PSA 10. I do have some first edition ones of these in a couple of my binders, so, but it is cool to have these just as it is out of the set. Hopefully there's a couple more because those do go, I think one sold for $500 at one point. Man, just the price of these cards is absolutely incredible. It's just too bad none of these are first editions, but I don't think any of the sets like this had first editions in them. Look, there's another Lieutenant Surge Pikachu. Very, very cool hit. We got a Red Pill and Eradicate. Magneton, anything else left? A Raichu, just a couple more Pikachus. Yep, that is Lieutenant Surge's set. So just to break it up, let's go ahead and open up another pack. Now that we've gone through We're crazy enough, we're just over halfway through all of my boxes. So if you guys have made it this far, congratulations. This is probably a fairly long video, because it's hard to get through all this stuff. I mean, and it's expensive, it's old, it sucks to have to touch everything and open it and look at it, but I mean, it's just cool to be able to see this kind of stuff, and I don't know how much of it is around anymore. It's not often. Well, I just flipped it. Okay, well, it wasn't 3. 4 to the front. It's a Yveltal. Is there anything else in here worth looking at? Yeah, here's the rest. Azumarill. What? Super Saiyan Azumarill? Why is this one Super Saiyan? Did he do that? Whatever. Enemy Meowth. Okay. That was Steam Siege. A whole hot set of garb so far out of that tin. Now we are on to the Bodyguard theme deck. So let's go ahead and see what's in this, what's missing. A muck. Let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so we got energies out the butt. Dude, tons of energies. Okay, so we got some Zubats. We got Golbats chilling. A couple different Golbats. Grimer. A couple different Grimers. Looks like he's hanging out up to no good at a waste facility. I don't really know where he's at right now, but it's sometime nighttime somewhere, so he's probably up to no good. Coughing, farting up a storm. Is there a... Oh, okay. Well, we got an old Bulbasaur. Wasn't expecting to pull that one out of here. God, all these need to be sleeved and taken care of. I shouldn't be touching base set vintage cards like this. Geodude. It's a mix, right? Because it's interesting. We have Fossil and we have some base set in here. So kind of crazy to have all this together in one thing. But I guess that was the battle theme decks at the time. Graveler. Then we have base set Onyx, and it looks like nothing else is different. So thank God I took the Hollow out. Okay, now we're on to Water Blast. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one open. I think it says it's missing the Vaporeon, so if there was a Hollow in here, I'm just gonna assume that this one got taken out, and I put it in my back storage. Please God, let that be the case. Okay, here we go. We got a Jungle Eevee. Yep, a couple different Jungle Eevees. We got a couple of Meowths here. It looks like he's just sitting on his cache of gold, not willing to share. Or you're going to have to slay him. Or he's going to turn into a nice Persian there. Sitting beautifully under that. It looks like it must be a Sakura tree or some sort. So a couple different Persians. We have a Poliwag. These are more back to more base set. Great, I'm touching these. Poliwhirl. Very, very nice. Okay. So we got an old Seal. Then we're on to Machops, and ooh, look at Rhydon just charging at you. Getting ready to use Ram is what it looks like, and there's another, the jungle version of Rhyhorn. Very, very cool. Okay, let's see, potions, super potions, gust, and a bunch of energies. Okay, so that looks like that's gonna do it, and I thank God I took the Vaporeon out. If you guys have any of this stuff, just take care of it. Do your best to keep it in good storage. Don't do what I have done with this stuff. Do your best to take care of your old cards. I wish I would have done better when I was a kid. Unfortunately, like, I'm pulling it out like how it is now, you know? So I just wish I didn't keep things in this condition, because things are gonna have scratching, they're gonna have whitening, they're gonna have all the stuff you don't want to see on vintage cards. Okay, so it looks like I got some Nidorans. Okay, a bunch of Nidorans. A couple more Weedles. I don't know if there's anything too interesting about these sets. Well, that's interesting though. Not the Tangela, but of course, anytime you see more base set Charmanders, that is a steal. Look, more Charmeleons, more base set Charmeleons. Very, very nice. Couple Growlithe. Oh, there we go. Arcanine. Now I do know it sucks evolutions, you know, and all the sets, they reprinted these out the butt, so I'm sure these are nothing new to you guys to see, but just the fact that their age, you're literally looking at a card that is 20 years old at this point. And then we have a nice last. Okay, so let's go ahead and open a Sun and Moon base pack. See what we got in here. I believe I have a booster box of that right behind me over there. So at some points when I get around to opening Sun and Moon, if anyone wants to see that, just let me know down in the comments. I just haven't found any time to do it yet, and I didn't know if it's even popular, but here's a code card for you guys. If anyone wants to see that kind of footage, please be forward to the front. Okay, it is. So, Energy, Poison Barb, Team Pulse, Skull Grunt, Parmesan, Passimian about ready to stick his peen inside of that fruit. Dewpider, Diglett, we got Moraine for Brawler, Eevee, Professor Kukui, and then we have a Stoutland. Wow, what a disappointing piece of... Alright guys, and we're finally on to the last two boxes. So here we have a Blackout themed deck, and I think I took out the Hitmonchan. At least that's what it says it's missing, so please God, do not find one in here. Okay, so we got a couple Onyxes. Oh, okay, well, a base set Squirtle. Very, very cool to be pulling that out of here, I guess, but not the way I want to see it, raw dogging it like that. I'm gonna have to go through, and this is a bunch of energies. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through and vigorously take care of all these cards at some point. I'm gonna have to sleeve everything because there's just Onyxes. I think we've seen enough of these at this point. Maybe we haven't seen that Sandshrew just yet, but there's a couple of those. Oh God, there's more Squirtles. Oh my God, there's the whole squad is here. The Squirtle squad. Oh no, and there's War Turtles too. Oh God, such cool artwork. I really, seeing this brings back my childhood just because of the artwork itself. I'm sure like many of you guys remember the old red and blue days, couple removals, Gust and whatnot. But the old days were just so cool being a kid growing up with all this stuff. I mean, if you get the memberries like I do, smash that like button, that would be pretty nice. All of my old Poke trainers step up and show me that you guys are in here. And then we're gonna move on to our last one of Overgrowth, which I believe the Gyarados has been taken out and well stored. Oh, look, well, let me just pull out a base Ivysaur and, you know, just slam it into the ground. Okay, so it looks like we got a bunch of energies. Grass and water. Oh, okay, well, you guys like Bulbasaurs, right? You guys like base set Bulbasaurs? Here's a bunch of them. Back to more Weedles. We have old Kakunas, which is very cool. Magikarp. And I know you guys, again, you've seen these all in XY evolutions, so I'm sure this is not very surprising to see all this stuff again. We got some Starmies, Bills, all the good stuff, but mainly, I mean, there's a crappy Beedrill that I hate, but I can't do anything about him because he's so old. Mainly that Ivysaur is the big hit that's still in this box. Okay, and we're on to our last pack. We do have Breakpoint, which I don't think is a very good set. At least I'm not sure. Can we just get a V or something? Has this whole thing been absolute garbage? Is it 3 or 4? I'm gonna try 4, but that's, well, there's our holo. A non-holo, Greninja. Wow, what a set, man. Not a single, not anything. Great, that's great, thanks. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and flop over while I put everything back to the wrap up for this one. All right guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I'm not gonna lie, I'm incredibly stressed. Pulling out all those cards, pulling out those raw dogging cards, that was really, really stressful. But I do have to say I'm very happy to be able to share this with you guys. This was quite a find, and you would be surprised. I have a lot more vintage product in my closet over here that I'm definitely going to be showing in future episodes. So if you guys enjoyed the video today, please make sure to subscribe and ring that bell for more fun videos I have coming up very soon. I do videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and this kind of became just a special episode because I was cleaning out my closet. I was not expecting to do this today, but what a better find, and there couldn't be anything cooler than opening and taking a look at all those theme decks. That is so cool, man. Those are so old. So, as always, you guys are the true heroes, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good night, everybody.